Let me tell y'all something. This AP the Plug here with the Ticket Plug. Look, I have the easiest way.
But let's talk about this, man. I want to play this for you and get you.
Kanye West is a bunny hopper, but he's still my brother. Now, for those of y'all who know how to think deeply, what do Bill Cosby, R. Kelly, Sean Combs, and Kanye West have in common besides being accused of sex offenses? They're all billionaires. They're all billionaires. They are taking down all black male billionaires. There is an all-right frontal assault on black men with wealth. And not only black men with wealth, but black men who stand up to the white power structure. Black men who stand up to the white. Bill Cosby tried to buy a major network. That's called standing up to the white power structure. Sean Puffy Combs sued Diageo and he started a black political party. R. Kelly refused to sell his masters. Kanye West took on the Untouchables and lived to tell about it. Kanye West took on the Untouchables and lived to tell about it. Kobe Bryant was also accused of sex assault, and he was unalived because he tried to start his own professional basketball league headquartered in China. He also started his own player-led sneaker brand. Kobe Bryant. Look at what they doing to black male billionaires who don't bow down to the power structure. Look at what they do to the black male billionaires who don't bow down to the power structure. But the problem with you Negroes is y'all so used to. All right, Queen. Hold on, y'all. Butter almond.
Oh, good old brother, Dr. Umar.
Oh man, the reason the reason I wanted to talk about that because we have spoken on that a lot of those different topics. And some of that stuff, I didn't even know. But what's your thoughts, man? Before I go in,
I'm glad you played that. I never heard that, and I didn't know you were going to play that.
Right.
Sometimes, and I read a message earlier, and it makes so much sense. Sometimes you got to strip the messenger and just listen to the message. You can get a gem from a 5-year-old. Right?
Yeah.
Now, we all know Dr. Umar says some wild shit, and us here on this platform have disagreed a lot when it comes to him. But when you strip down who the person is and you listen to what he said, not all black billionaires. Those who are outspoken against the power structure, it seems like coincidentally enough, something happens to them where their character is in question, their character is destroyed, and their wealth is taken away from them. Mm-hmm. And the easiest way to go about that is sexual assault, sexual abuse. Why? Because it tugs on the emotional cords of women, men, and everybody. That's an emotional tugger. It gets you. I was talking to my wife earlier about Diddy, and she's fighting up and down. Did you see this woman that said this, a woman that said that?
Right.
It's emotional. It's just so emotional, and it's hard to strip that. So it's an easy play. It's an easy tool, and coincidentally enough, it seems as though when we see a black person, a black man in particular, when we see them speak out against a power structure, something behind that happens to where media drives this controversy to where some of that gets taken away. We don't know if Diddy did everything he said he did. We don't know if Kobe Bryant's death was, in fact, something that happened because of what he said. But when you look at the situation, you look at the names that he mentioned, you do have to ask the question, damn, would they still have these billions? Would they still have their fame, their notoriety, the lifestyle that they lived if they were quiet? It's an interesting conversation.
When you see they even like some people now, they're setting a pretext for like Chris Brown, and they're already kind of setting it up for later on, and people are starting to throw Jay-Z and things out there. So look, I feel like, and here's what you got to look at too. This country, like if you look at this, the black wealth in this country, why hasn't it risen? It'll show you one thing, that this country is opposed to black wealth. Like they're not really into, building up. Now you can get rich, but it's not really supported by this power structure like that. And if you do get there, it has to be in a controlled way where they have their tentacles and they can control you, and you can't say that. You gotta be a certain type of a person. You can't be an outspoken person. You can't be somebody about your people. You can't be trying to do something independent of one of those companies, because we're going to take you down. That's what history has showed us, man. I mean, it ain't that many black billionaires.
No.
But the ones that are, like he said, the ones that are outspoken, the ones that try to, like, I forgot about Puffy with the political party. I forgot about the Kobe thing and Kanye, what he was doing and things like that. Bill Cosby. You know how big it is? And then, even Diddy had a network. Remember Revolt?
Yep.
It's gone now. That was one of the first things he sold. So it's like, you can't just sit up here and be like, nah, man. Sometimes you got to put 2 and 2 together and say, all right, 2 and 2 is 4. Something's really going on. And, I think it goes so deep that people can't even comprehend sometimes, because we just want to sit on this surface level of like, nah, these dudes are scumbag. Why are they accusing him of this? All these people are accusing him in this. That shit could all be manufactured for all I'm concerned. We seen the one lady who came out that was lying.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So what if they all lying? What if 80%? What if 90% of them are lying? What if this is manufactured? So again, I just think that we have to just be careful. And I'm glad that we take our platform and the millions of people that we reach monthly, and we're careful with our message. We're meticulous with our message. We don't just jump out the window and make Diddy videos. Because we can easily put videos that Diddy doing. You go over in Instagram all day and find Diddy kissing on people.
Kill him.
Right. I seen something with Biggie and Diddy yesterday when they was rubbing, saying your hand is soft and all this crazy. Nah. We have to be responsible with our platform, because others won't. Everybody else is jumping in. They going in for the kill. Any other platform you could name, not us. But yeah, Dr. Umar is right. He's 100% right, and it's just sad to see.
You know what else is interesting?
Yeah.
We talked to Andrew Wyatt a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And he brought up something very interesting when Dr. Cosby was going through what he went through. See, a lot of these billionaires, it's not liquid. It's an asset.
Good point.
It's an asset.
Good point.
So when they go to try to fight a case or they try to go do this, a lot of them assets start being depreciated that aren't supposed to be depreciated, like paintings, like artwork, like all these different things that are supposed to appreciate with value are starting to depreciate once they find themselves in a situation. So y'all don't think it's a fucking fix?
Yeah.
So okay, I get hit with this, right? Okay, I get hit with this. That's terrible. But now y'all don't even allow me to use my wealth to fight it.
Yeah.
Y'all devalue that.
Yeah.
Y'all are trying to take me down, and this has happened in many a situations. That's why Diddy's not out. He tried to put up his house. They devalued that shit.
Yeah.
They devalued it. But let somebody buy it and go try to resell it. They're going to make a hit off of it.
Right.
So just kind of, when you said the shit runs deep, let's try to strip our emotions for 1 second. For 1 second. And I mean that if he's guilty. If he's guilty, then we ain't going to be emotional. Fuck him. He's guilty. It is what it is. But let's just look at everything for what it is and not get caught up in the writing that we see or the story that they try to paint, because you'll get caught up in that. You don't give a damn what you hear. It doesn't matter. Like me and my wife, it doesn't matter what kind of evidence I give her. She hates Trump with all her soul.
Right.
It doesn't matter what I say.
Right.
Not that I like them, but I'm trying to just give a different perspective. Once they're emotionally invested, it's over. And they got 90% of the world is emotionally invested when you talk about them names, so the argument doesn't matter.
Right.
Dangerous.
And going back to this country, man, it's like, yo, we they try to make it seem like, okay, no, black people don't want to get rich, we lazy, this, that. Nah, we've been working our ass off since the inception of this country. Yep. Who do you think helped build the country? This country is built on the backs of us. So my reason I'm saying that is that if this country wanted a particular group of people, if it wanted to assist a particular group of people to get wealth, it has done it with many groups of people. It has done it. For black people, it has staggered. It has, stalled us getting wealth as a people like that on every which way you turn. So once you see people are always going to slip through the cracks. It's like, all right, you slip through the crack, but we got to maintain this. You ain't going to do this. You ain't going to do that. Who do you think you are? Who do you think? Nah. So now, I mean, it's deep. And I'm getting chills even talking about it, because it's like we keep seeing it over. We've been doing this shit 8 years now.
I'm seeing it over and over.
We keep seeing it over, and it's going to keep happening. You guys are going to keep denying it, and as long as we got the platform, we're going to keep banging it home, because this is our legacy at the end of the day. We might be gone, and this shit might be on YouTube, in 40, 50 years from now. Who knows?
And you know what? And I'm sorry to cut you off.
Nah,
That's
go ahead,
also a good point, because this is why 4 years ago we bring on a Jaguar, right? After Malik B death. To talk about the legacy of Malik B, but if she's bringing and highlighting things that's going on in the industry, at that time, that's what our jobs are.
That's a fact.
To do that. Once it starts getting crazy and sensationalized and we start bringing clowns to the circus, that's when we fall back. But our original job was to make sure that we ain't playing with this industry. We're
Word.
going to drop some truth. We're going to drop whatever we got to.
Good point.
To make sure it pops. That's why we brought on the Jaguar, right? And not to grab a view, not because y'all didn't know who the F she was.
Nope.
Didn't know who she was.
Nope.
You know what I mean? Seeing so it's also a fine line. We gonna make sure that we take it to that max that we got to take it to find the truth.
Yeah.
But at the same time, y'all got to understand the difference between what's being sensationalized and what's being driven home for truth. That's it's our legacy. It's what we built this shit on.
Right.
It's what we'll always do. People have taken it and ran with it and destroyed it pretty much.
Yeah.
Tried to destroy it, but nah, we always gonna come with that hard hitting, cutting edge type shit.
Right. I know the real people that have been watching this for a long time. They definitely gonna know it.
Facts.
And then that's why I'm glad you put it that way. But man, yeah, another episode of the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast and the books. We appreciate y'all listening in. Hey, hit the like button. Make sure you share the video and make sure you subscribe to the channel. That's your brother Sam, man. For our hip hop news on your brother, oh God. Hip Hop News Uncensored. Together, we are the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast. Over and out.